mystery meat floating in my leftover cup noodle broth. But then I stumbled upon a pay-to-win player. Yeah, that's just the game mechanics. Self-conscious normie. Rather, living by your desire. Good news is we're getting backed up by God's PC at the end of the universe. Eternal neat life confirmed. Oi, listen up, you degenerates. You still awake? I bet you're lying there in that 3 a.m. doom spiral thinking, is my life really okay like this? Getting all depressed, right? I get it. I was just staring into the void myself, looking at a piece of mystery meat floating in my leftover cup noodle broth. But then I stumbled upon a batshit crazy theory. Let me give you the bottom line first. Our self-indulgent lives in these filthy rooms, it's all confirmed to be saved as precious data for a future god. Meaning, death doesn't count. Actually, the real game starts after that. Today, I'm gonna break down the omega point theory that physicists are actually serious about. Once you hear this, you'll realize your bottom tier lives were actually foreshadowing for a massive cosmic narrative. Here's the roadmap. .A. First, the Big Crunch theory, treating the end of the universe like a PC reboot. Second, the omega point, the ultimate machine born at that moment and backing up our consciousness. And finally, the plot twist. This world might already be a simulation. I'm doing these 3 points. Got it? If you gotta use the bathroom, go now. Alright, first up, the universe closing shop, the Big Crunch, is basically a PC reboot. How do you guys think the universe ends? Are there any clueless normies here imagining heat death, where everything just freezes and stops? Well, that is the mainstream view, but Professor Frank Tipler decided to be a contrarian. According to this theory, the universe stops expanding and starts shrinking. It's called the Big Crunch. Can you picture it? Every star, every galaxy, even the dust bunnies in your room, everything gets squeezed into one spot. This isn't just destruction. You PC users get it, right? It's compression. It's like every file on the giant server called the universe getting zipped into universe. Zip at the last second. And physically, when matter gets gathered to the extreme, what happens? Heat and energy go infinite, and information processing power hits the level cap. This is where the omega point shows up. Basically, the moment the universe dies, the ultimate gaming PC is completed. If the Big Bang was the power button, the Big Crunch isn't a shutdown. It's a restart for a massive update patch. Pretty hype, right? Next, point 2. Consciousness backup means everyone respawns in a simulation. This is the core of the omega point theory. What do you think that ultimate computer, the omega point, is used for? Crypto mining. Saving porn? No. Its purpose is maximization of calculation and preservation of information. According to Tipler's calculations, this omega point has the specs to simulate every piece of information that ever existed in the universe. That means everything. The taste of that half-price bento you ate today, the memory of almost wetting yourself when your boss yelled at you, even that embarrassing consciousness of yours suffering in bed right now. It can all be reproduced, bit for bit. Originally, a philosopher named T. Chardin proposed the omega point as the final destination of mental evolution. But this is the result of trying to prove it with physics. It's scientific resurrection of the dead. You're probably thinking, huh? Why would they back up trash data like me? Naive. This is why amateurs represent. To a future superintelligence, a buggy, glitchy mess like you is rarer than a perfect superhuman. They'll analyze you like, why are these 21st century primates acting so unproductively? Laughing my ass off. Your data is definitely getting saved. Rest easy. Your cringe history is staying in the cloud forever. Alright, last one. The craziest part. This world is actually already a universal simulation theory. You there, bro, picking your nose thinking, well, that's in the future? Happens after I die. Don't stop thinking. Here comes the Copernican twist. If the future omega point can perfectly simulate all past humanity, right? Where is the guarantee that I or you, clutching your smartphone right now, are the original versions? Think about the probability. The original history happens once, but simulated history runs infinite times. Meaning, the probability that the reality we are living in right now is the original is basically zero. We might already be like an archive video playing inside the Omega Point. Doesn't the world look different now? You not wanting to go to work tomorrow? You getting ignored at school? It's all content for a future god. Can't beat the handsome guy who looks like a pay-to-win player. Yeah, that's just the game mechanics. You're expected to live as pathetically as possible as NPCAA. Conversely, no matter how much you fail, God finds it hilarious as part of the scenario. So, don't blame yourself for doing nothing all day. Even the time you spent rolling around in your futon, future higher dimensional beings are enjoying it, saying, wow, the ecosystem of a need from this era is so high-raised, laughing my ass off. We are all just entertainers killing time for God. You can be proud of that. See? Now you see the whole picture of the Omega Point theory. Conclusion. Our neat life is eternal. Even if the universe ends, we just wait for an eternity of slacking off inside God's PC again. Your current struggles are just going to be bar talk when you respawn in the future. So, don't rush to become some self-conscious normie. Rather, living by your desires and leaving behind weird data might actually contribute more to the Omega Point. Well, it might all be my delusion, but we can check the answer key in a few 100 billion years. Anyway, just sleep peacefully tonight. Sleeping until noon tomorrow is our greatest service to the will of the universe. Well, I have work tomorrow though. God damn it. Alright, next time I'll explain affirming the consequent. It's basic logic, but if you don't know it, you'll lose internet arguments, so study up. Alright, class dismissed.